Do you ever wonder why some people seem to always win no matter what they do, and other people seem to always lose? Have you ever been yourself on the losing end of situations where you think, man, I'm so much better than that person, and yet they're always winning? Well, one of the unspoken keys to success is he who has the biggest audience wins. What I mean by that is the bigger your audience, the bigger your potential for success, for financial success, for wealth, even for love and admiration from your audience. The better everything goes when you have a big audience. When you have a small audience, you're struggling for every sale, you're struggling for every deal, you're struggling for everything. But the bigger your audience is, the easier online business gets. And this is key, and you can look at just about anyone that's really successful, and instead of wondering, because often I used to wonder, like, what is different about them? You know, I might say, man, my teaching is better, the way that I teach people is so much better, the way that I help people is so much better, I care about these people just as much, if not more. What's different about that person? And 9 times out of 10, what's different is just one main thing. They have a big audience. With that big audience comes all kinds of goodies. First of all, by developing a big audience, you've developed a large number of people who know you, who like you, otherwise they wouldn't be part of your fan base, right? And who trust you. And that is so powerful because that just opens the doors to any kind of transaction that you may want to bring to them. Now, because they trust you, you've got to take that trust seriously, right? You've got to make sure you don't just promote anything to your audience. You've got to make sure that you vet every product or every recommendation and make sure you keep that trust with your audience. To know you and like you, that's a self-selection process. Your audience is going to decide themselves whether they know you, whether they like you, that kind of thing. The ideal audience is one that has self-selected themselves they've raised their hand, they say, yeah, I like that person, I'm going to go with them, I'm going to be a part of their tribe, I'm going to be a part of their group, whether it's by subscribing to their YouTube channel, by joining their Facebook group, by opting into their email list, whatever it is that that person has as a mechanism for building their audience, you've decided, yeah, I want to follow that person. So start looking at everyone you see around you, including in politics, in business, in nonprofit organizations, and look at who wins consistently. And those people who win consistently, typically what happens is they've got a big audience, a big following already. And because of that big following, everything they touch seems to turn to gold. And then your next step is to determine, how am I going to build my audience? At the beginning of 2017, I decided to build my audience using YouTube. And that's why I do today's Daily Hustle, and I do a Daily Hustle every day. Is because I felt like YouTube is one of the most powerful ways to quickly build an audience that self-selects and that ends up knowing, liking, and trusting you, and to which you then can offer good recommendations, vetted recommendations, not just anything, but things that make sense. And the results have already been amazing, and I am now locked in to doing a Daily Hustle, not just for the rest of this year, which was my original goal, but for years to come, because the results have been amazing. In fact, I'm going to be doing a course just on how I do this Daily Hustle and what I do to distribute the video widely through a variety of different distribution points, websites, social media, etc. And that's going to be coming really soon. So remember, one of the biggest keys to success, to your success, is the bigger your audience, the easier everything will become. Everything you touch will start turning to gold because you've got a large number of people following you, and from that comes great success. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking about how to build your audience in future videos. So be sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel to make sure you get every edition of the Daily Hustle. I'll see you tomorrow.